Comrades, friends, welcome back to our nation of Tecnovakia. I gotta marvel every episode how beautiful it is, especially if you turn off the UI and look around. Man, this is gonna be awesome. Imagine if we settle all the way down to here and have ships running here and eventually planes crossing the land. It's gonna be glorious. But before we get to that, we got a lot of communal task to-dos. Yeah, misigate to-dos and tasks. And, well, I did mess up the train signal. So let's go for that one first. And fix that. Well, as much as possible. Now, I have a lot of these signals on the lines, and let's remove some of them. I think I placed some here. Well, we'll need that one. We'll need to change these. And we'll just have a couple... excuse me? Why can't I place a... Really? Because it has to be here? Okay, fine. That is a bit annoying that, like, when you have touching rails. Oh man, that sounds way more sexual than it actually should. But yeah, if you have touching rail ends, whatever, then you can't place signals there, apparently. Which is very, 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 very annoying. And how about we do it at least in bigger patches? Could you please snap to this construction? That would make my life so much easier. No, you won't. Like that? Does that work? Nah, whatever. Okay, different problem. Different problem. You can adjust that. I guess it's fine once it's built, as we can see here. Because I'm sure we did lots of different construction sites there as well. Just a problem while building. Now, my plan is, like, we split signals, we split railways into parts with these signals, and this here is like one big long construction site, right? So we're gonna treat it as such and just place one signal. So once we have a what's these? Once we have a rail construction vehicle in here, that segment for all intents and purposes is blocked. Now we could do interconnections here and like these, and allow these vehicles to cross the lines, but I'm not sure if I actually want a rail system like that. I'm much more, I think, for manageability's sake, if that is even a word, I would much more prefer that we have like directions. One, the left rail is always for incoming, the other one's always for outgoing, something like that. Okay, so we got that, and I need some some tea to oil my my voice. Now the problem here is these vehicles need to clear the one-way lanes, right? So before anybody else can enter. So what we need is for them to be able to switch in and out here. So we need a kind of an intersection. And before we do that, I'm gonna place some signals here because we actually need them to wait inside this before they go on to the intersection. Excuse me. There we go. And then we're gonna just allow him to cross like so. It is a bit stretched out, I realize that. Normally you wouldn't... is that even now? That is not even. That's gonna trigger me. Well, actually depends how you... Yeah, that's close enough. And we're gonna buy that with rubbles because I want that intersection working. Okay, so what we want, and here these mixed signals are really, really helpful. We want anybody who goes into the section to wait, right? Oh, geez, that's noisy. Let's go out a little bit. So anybody who goes into this intersection will have to wait. And we'll consider everything here part of the intersection, right? So anybody going in here and here will also have to wait. And we'll do the same up here. Anybody going in here will have to wait. Okay, so this big orange block is considered one intersection, and we're gonna put a signal here as well. This big orange block is one. No, we want the mixed signal here as well. Does that make sense? I'll have to check that. But this here is one block. I think we'll remove. Actually, not sure if that makes sense, because now we have one big intersection like so. That will slow down the construction site here a lot. But for simplification's sake, just to fix the building of these lines, this should work. Alright, so the way this works now is chain signals, and any of you watching probably know this already, but I'm just going to explain it for a minute. And chain signals will be read if the next signal here is also read. And this here is a regular signal that will be green if this block here is free. And didn't I say I want... Yeah, this is going to be one big building site here, right? There's no more signals here. Would you show me the blocks, please? There we go. Okay. One long blue line. Okay. So this is going to be read when somebody is on here. So this is going to be read when somebody is on here. We do not actually want that. Or do we? You're going to be read when this is read. Oh no, that is okay. Because here we have, well, I was just confused. Here we have two lines that could be taken. So this signal here should turn blue. Why isn't it? I can drive up here. Then I can take this lane. This here is green. So that should mean I could go in here. Why can't I? Oh, because somebody is building here. Okay. That makes sense. So once this track builder is out, this intersection should be fair game again. And, well, we're just going to have to wait. It's just a minute. This intersection is going to be fair game again. And so this signal here will turn blue because one track builder can go here, but not here. So they won't collide here. It's never going to be two track builders in this intersection. This signal here and this signal here are going to turn blue if either one of these are available. Yeah, now they're blue. And this one here is blue as well. Okay, so that means we could now rebuy the second track builder, actually here. And that should work out just nicely. Here's that guy coming. Now he is ready to go out. Whoever's first in the intersection, he is, so he will have to wait. Great, and he's now gonna start building here. That's gonna be a bit slow. It's gonna be a bit slow because, yeah, because he needs to finish this until here. But that's okay, I mean, at least they won't collide, so that should work out. Anyway, that was a long-winded explanation, but now this track building should work out here, and we're going to repeat that process over here, but I'm not going to bore you with it much because we do need to do some terraforming here. If we're going to look at that, show the wireframe, the problem here is if I want to build a second lane. What? Oh man, okay. I tried this off screen so I wouldn't look like a fool. And well, now I do look like one, because I tried this off screen and it just didn't build that. So that's great. That's just great. Well, anyway, that's a quick fix, which is really lovely. We'll do this. And just continue down here a little more, like so. Cool. Okay, and I'm actually gonna buy out this part, just so we don't hold up traffic here again. So once the track builder is on here, buy out this little part as well. This here should be free again, so cars could pass there, but we gotta keep an eye on it. Anyway, that was really weird. I really did try that. I did mess around with signals and all that, then I couldn't build the second track here. Now I reload the game after spending all my money playing around, and now it works. Anywho, so we're almost done here with the farm, but I think we can slowly start rearranging. Now I noticed some optimizations we could do, and well, number one is this road here is finished, so we don't need that weird connection here still. We could do it kind of proper again. We don't need this. I'm gonna have to redo the roads and the fields here anyway, but for now this should do. And we have a nice through going. Yes, we have a nice connection here. Very good. Okay. So I noticed a couple of things I can change. Number one is I don't need this silo here at all. And the reason being, why don't we just, like this here, we load on here and then we unload it here and bring it there. That is just completely stupid. So we can just remove this. What did I do now? Oh, we're shipping it to Berlin grain storage. Yeah, we don't need it there. We'll just ship it here directly to the storage there. We're going to unload there. Grain, of course. And we're going to stop that shipping it over to the Berlin grain storage here. We don't need that. Yeah, we're going to actually rename you so I don't get confused. Berlin grain warehouse. Okay. So that's going to be my central warehouse. Now, we don't have workers here. Yes, this here is also going to pose a bit of a problem, but we're going to fix that in a minute. Well, actually, I can fix it right away, because we do have time to build a lot of stuff. And I did... No, this one. I did play around. We will need... Sadly, actually... 2 forklift stations. Isn't that great? Yeah, it's true. We'll need those. For now, we'll just actually, where do I want to connect them? It's only for the fire brigade, I guess. So we don't need to connect them here. Where would they be the least annoying? I guess like so works. Just make that one connection and then this connection, and that can be built like so. And we'll demolish this one. It was a bit of a waste of money, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, we can just run. And where's my demolish tool? Just gotta be careful. Okay, that actually works. I tested that off screen. That actually works, that the forklifts from here will go through here and then be able to drive up there. The problem is, once we run this with, I'm actually going to reduce this, with around 110 workers, and this here with 100 workers, one forklift, even with the modded forklifts that I got, station, just can't keep up. They just can't. Even though this is not a long drive there, but just getting the wares from here into the warehouse just won't work out. So that is very, very frustrating. But it is what it is. It's a bit awkward, but in a sense it doesn't look bad. It just annoys me a bit that you can't have one building that can get the job done, because yeah, it should. But I'm not gonna look for modded stuff again. This here works. I tested it off screen, so we're gonna do it like that. Okay, so that is number one. And number two is we can't really get proper footpath connections. Like I could move this guy around here or something. So we're gonna maybe could have actually done the road crossing here. Whatever, we'll find a way. We'll curve this here a little bit. We'll find a way. For now, it'll work. We're gonna finish some other stuff first anyway. Okay, so now we need to rearrange distribution. Now, first of all, I'm gonna reduce workers here a little bit. Don't want as many going there. We're gonna go down to 60 here, and we're gonna go down to 50 in the food factory. And we're also gonna slowly start reallocating these. Where are you coming from? Yeah, you can actually go right over here. I'm going to erase it from the line. How did you get point? Did you remove you from here? No, that is still the food distribution. How did you get 0.00 whatever tons of food? I hope this clears out. If it doesn't, we'll just sell the vehicle and handle it that way. Okay, so we got tons of vehicles going with the food distribution. We actually don't need that anymore. So we'll... Which one is the... Ah, you know what, we'll do it differently. I'll go for the list of lines. We'll go for the covered hull. This one here to the food factory. 2 trucks is okay. The distillery will take 1 truck. Maybe not one that has the crops loaded. Like this guy. Okay, that is a bit chaotic. We'll take this guy. And send him here. Oh geez, that was a bit... Sorry guys. Okay, so now we only have 2 trucks running back and forth here. Another thing I want to do is actually take the food distribution here and tell it to take... For now we'll start food warehouse. You're going to load there alcohol and food, obviously. And we're going to add the bar to the distribution as well. So you're going to bring alcohol into the bar. We're going to get it from the Berlin food warehouse, and we're going to remove the food factory. Like that. Okay, let's double check the warehouse. Doesn't matter how much is in there, you're just going to go. You're going to unload at the bar, and of course at the shopping center and the grocery store. Very good. Okay, now the questions. We got a couple of workers in here, but not enough by a long shot. So what we need to do is get the second... Actually, we need to rename this. What was your name here? Where is it? Berlin Agro Industry North. 2. We're going to rename that later on, but just so I don't get completely confused. So now we have these... Yes, we have this one here, so we're going to send a second bus on this route, just to ramp up production a little bit and speed this up. Okay, so as soon as this... What are you doing? You are being weird. Okay, we'll actually buy this one out, and these are really cheap, so we're gonna buy these out as well. These again can get produced, but we'll just speed up that progress a little bit, because I'm really sick and tired of our pollution station here. So I really want this to start working. Okay, so now we got people working. So now we need vehicles. I'm gonna go for the biggest one we have that can produce. It can't really produce, but it can transport alcohol 2 tons and food 2 tons. This one can only 1.3 and this one 0.88. So we're gonna go with 4 here, make sure we have some fuel there. And I'm gonna add some connections here in you, and we're gonna of course unload in the warehouse and load in the distillery and food factory. And these guys should now get to work. And they do. We have a little bit of food here, a little bit of alcohol that should come along nicely. We'll just speed it up a minute, and there we go. Okay. What I really enjoy is that this warehouse system really works. So we can have one warehouse connected to that, which builds a little bit easier than... Well, actually, yeah, it's pretty much the setup that we had for export. Now we have it for importing. Okay, great. So we got our first food and alcohol from our new production. Yeah. Full stop. But we don't get many workers there, which is a bit... Oh, actually, that works out. Okay, great. So here's the first 60 workers, and that should speed up this production quite a bit. Let's see. They can make their way over there, though very few do. Yeah, we gotta address this. How can we actually... If we go... Yeah, we could come out here, which I think we should do. We'll try and... like so. Almost. Okay. No. Go a little bit up. A little bit to the side. And now there's a building in the way. I'll get it. I'll get it. Somehow, some way. Actually, another thing we could do... Let's just leave this the way it is. And do the shortcut on this side, though. Not really. Not really. We'll come up like so. Oh, come on. It just worked out a second ago. Maybe we need to come up a little further, like so. Now the corner is too no, it doesn't work. Okay, how about we go from here first? Aha, we can't get that curve. How did I get it the first time I tried, and now I can't get it anymore? Go a little here. There's a building in the way. Okay. I'm gonna get this. Go a little here. How in Christ's name did that work out the first time? We'll just do it like this. I guess for now I'll do it like this, just to get things moving. And then we can have a footpath here. We'll have to finish this one by buying it out anyway, because there's no way I can get a construction site here without completely ruining all the deliveries. And then at least we can have a footpath here. Okay, so now they can go a little bit faster. Good. So now we get workers in here, and we have some resources in here. There's the next bus with 50 workers. Good. Okay, so now we can switch production around. Let's see if they can actually use this. Yeah, that speeds it up a little bit. That's good enough for me. Okay. So now what I want to do, I'll start with the food distribution and actually switch to the new warehouse. I think that's the first. That's the first thing we can do. Remove this. Actually, rename you. It's not just food, it's also alcohol, but let's do it like that. So we can still read it, because if I write out alcohol, I can't see that it's a warehouse anymore. Okay, so now we got food distribution actually from this new warehouse here. And that should get saturated nicely. So now we can actually remove a couple more workers, bring this down to 40. We got to do it gradually, we got to do it slowly. You actually can go here as well. Can be erased from the line. We'll try and catch all these vehicles as they go. There we go. You can go there as well and get off the line. It's a bit of a tedious process, but it is what it is. There we go. Now you're unloading your crops. Great, so they can use up the storage they have, sell out the warehouse they have. So we have as little waste as possible, because we will actually raise it to 40 because we can't empty the warehouse, otherwise it just won't go. Okay, we'll just keep these two in the corner there. I think those are the last two that draw from this granary. And what we want to do next is actually, while this is happening, oh, this is going to be a bit tedious as well. We're going to move all the vehicles over to our new farm. Okay, so we got the first row done. Now we got to do the second row. So we have as little waste as possible. We're gonna lose some crops. Some stuff's gonna get lost, yes, but okay. For now, we're gonna go with the. Oops, can't see it anymore. Okay, we'll go with this. I think I forgot one covered hall, but that's all right. We're gonna monitor these two. Okay, so one of them is actually almost empty. We're gonna park all the Skoda trucks over here in the distribution center. They should all fit there, and then after we collected them all, we're gonna remove them and redistribute them. Because I think we only need like 8 here that are sufficient for farming here and bringing the goods over there. And I know I could build a couple more farms here and ramp up the farming machine park there. Oh, there we go. Next one. Okay, finally. So, I could do that, but I probably will redo this a little bit, because I don't need this depot actually, this grain storage. So I can rearrange the fields a bit. And we have to be efficient. Like this This little production site eats up crops like nobody's freaking business. Okay, so while this is establishing itself, and actually the crops here get drawn down, and here as well, I'm gonna make a second adjustment, and that is to the selling warehouse, and that's just gonna draw down all the wares that are in the balloon food warehouse. Yeah, we're gonna set that to 0%, so they're gonna be able to sell all that stuff here. Okay, so while this is working, and I know we're almost in the end there, but I'm gonna make another little adjustment. I did notice we finally have full saturation here with the workers, almost. I mean, it's mostly at around 45, 40, 50, something like that. But they draw down the crops too fast. Like, we can't keep up with the crop shipment. Well, yeah, here, see? Now it's stopping, missing crops, etc. And since we already don't produce enough cattle, or yeah, livestock for the meat production, we do need to improve this. And well, a simple way to do it is upgrade these forklifts. And I'm gonna do just that. Maybe not the one that is currently transporting. Okay, purchase also the big ones. You can bring 3.2 tons of crops. Yeah, that should work nicely. I mean, the price difference is minimal, and okay, now you can be sold as well, and we bring in here as no, this one, and that should fix that problem pretty well. Oh, so as well, I will buy 2 more of those. Okay. And let's speed it up. Let's bring these 2 up and let's see. But I think they'll be fully supplied with crops now, once these new forklifts are going to go into operating. Yes, there we go. Okay. So this is going up, and that means our meat production will improve dramatically. And well, not dramatically, but it will improve a good bit, and that gives us more money. And then for now, but for later, it's gonna allow us to grow our town more and have more meat for our workers. I mean, that is something of a necessity, isn't it? Okay, food and alcohol is going well. We don't have very many workers here, because we're drawing down this. How we get more workers? We get more workers. We can build... There's a bit of an egg and a chicken problem, right? Which one comes first? We didn't yet reduce pollution, so we can't build housing here. What we could do, though, is actually start building it. Yeah. But I'll do that next episode, guys. We did enough already. This here is slowly coming together. We're now building the second... Can I actually... Okay. I was about to check if we can set up the buying of fuel already, but we cannot, of course, but that's fine. One last act we can do is have a quick and dirty... Okay, nothing's quick in this game. Absolutely nothing. Whenever you think you can do it quick and dirty, the game gets you. And we can construct a nice bit of asphalt road right here. Yeah, this piece here we have to buy, but this piece here we can construct. And this here is just for the fire brigade, but I'm hoping that there's no fire breaking out here the next minute. Okay, so that is ongoing. What else? Yep, so before I call this quits, let's actually check out, and well, actually let's zoom through the night. And we can watch our little town. Look at that. Gorgeous. Just pan your eyes over that. Really love that. Really, really do. How are construction sites here coming along? Not at all, because we didn't connect them yet. But I think we're good on workers here. Yeah. We somehow managed to find the perfect equilibrium there. So what we need to do next is find more jobs for them. Before we can actually get more workers. Okay, just double and triple checking here as you guys notice, but that works out. Perfect. Okay, so let's check out if our measures actually worked. And we can see it's making progress here. There should be... There's one construction vehicle there. And the second one is where? Where are you? Ah, here he comes. And is actually able to go out, go into this intersection, and come along here and do the second track. Perfect, that works out. And if we look over here, we probably have a line of cars until the equator. Oh no, they didn't actually do that piece of construction here, weirdly enough. That's okay though, I don't need that now, we'll need that later. I have to plan it and put the signals first before we need that. Okay guys, well I'm way over the time. Some of you will mind, some of you will be happy. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the episode, I hope you enjoy your day. And I will see you around for the next episode when we clear this land here and then we got a free building area that we desperately need, because we need more workers, we need a TV station, we need a big stadium. Lots of stuff that we need out of the pollution zone. Anyway, you guys enjoy your day. Until next episode.